This week we take a quick look around Valletta as we plan on returning next year. We get English fish and chips, and we meet up with some Patreons. Ant gets uppity with a local, and we get ready for the crossing to Tunisia. Enjoy the video.
Last week you saw us leave Porto on the southeast corner of Sicily, heading towards the island of Malta. It was a reasonably fast passage and we were quite happy with the progress we'd made, but it was time to have a quick look around Malta. Now Malta has more historic sites than you can shake a stick at, but our intention wasn't to stay in Malta too long. We needed to get across the sea, the Mediterranean that is, to Tunisia, and so it was more of a flying stop. Next year we're going to explore more of Malta.
I've been here before, familiar with the view. This ain't nothing new. And every time that you walk through the door, I'm hit by the same old tide, blinded by the lights. And I'm going through changes, but it's easier with you. I'm going through changes,
Just had a blood test, my INR, and €15 here in Malta. They wanted €180 in Nidri and 30 in Naxos. Hello. Somebody's breaking the speed limit. So for those of you that don't know, I had a new heart valve fitted 2 years ago, and I now have to have blood tests every 3 months to check that my INR, the thickness of my blood, is correct, because I'm on warfarin to stop my blood clotting. Hey ho, it's all fun, isn't it? Just had the blood test. Get the results tonight by email. Girls are wandering along. Had to get an Uber. It's about 2.5 miles. This is part of the old harbour. One of the other reasons we wanted to stop over in Malta was that they have 2 Lidl stores, and of course we've been travelling the Mediterranean little by little. We're going to a Muslim country and therefore we need plenty of bacon and plenty of sausages before we go. We're going to fill the freezer up. The other thing that we needed to do was fill up with fuel, and although we can get that in Tunisia, we wanted to make sure for the crossing we had full tanks. So we filled up here. It was about €1.10 per litre. So here's the fuel station, and you can see there's a phone number there. You need to contact these guys 24 hours before you need to do your bunkering. Otherwise, the fuel truck won't turn up on time and you'll end up having to wait 4 or 5 hours, or up to 4 or 5 hours, we're reliably informed. There's also some bins there so you can empty your rubbish, and for €10 you can have 1 cubic metre of water. That's 1,000 litres. While we were in Valletta, we met up with long-term patrons, Jamie and Vicky, who had their boat there for a few days before sailing off to Sicily. We had a great time, shared a few beers and stories. We also met up with Patreon Phil from Papillon, and again had a few beers. Our Patreon address is on the screen now and also in the description. Why don't you pop along and join the happy crew? Caught ya. Right, so, I said so. We are about to leave Valletta in Malta. We're going to go up to Gozo, and then tomorrow morning there's a wonderful weather window for us to cross to Tunisia. It's been nice here, we've really enjoyed it. There's only one thing we didn't enjoy, and that is we were on the public moorings, and it says in Navally that if you're on the public mooring and the owner comes back, you have to vacate it. Well, that's fine, but this guy in this Bavaria was behind us and he pushed Bill on Calypso, basically pushed him off the mooring, screaming at him that it was his mooring and he paid for it, and that he'd been away for 3 years and he was now back. So we went and helped Bill, and we helped this guy to get his boat moored. Yesterday we had winds in here 27 knots, it was blowing a hoolie. I took Cindy ashore in the dinghy so that she could do provisioning. When I got back, he knocked on the side of my boat and said, "You're also on my mooring line, I want you off." So I said, "Well, look, I'm on my own on the boat. As soon as I let go," and the wind was coming from this direction, as soon as I let go my aft line, I'll swing round and I'll swing round into our Australian friend's boat. "I don't care," he said, "I pay for this mooring, it's mine." So I said, "Well, I'm not happy," and he said, "I don't care, get off my mooring." So I explained to him that it was dangerous and there might be damage to boats, etc. Wasn't interested, just didn't want to know. So it's left a bit of a bitter taste in his mouth, because we've had such a lovely time here. It's been great and people have been really friendly. We've got everything that we needed. There's fantastic chandlers up the road, there's a Lidl's over there, but one person has caused mayhem through the mooring field, and I accept it's his mooring, he pays for it, but you know, 2 minutes warning to Bill, and Bill's not a young man, and then 24 hours later, when the wind is blowing a hoolie, he decides he wants us off the forward, because the mooring line comes down here to the orange ball in front. Anyway, so we swung round and his mate actually managed to get us a line here, and this line here goes across to this buoy, so we're now across the mooring field, not where we should be lying at all. And we were really worried last night that somebody might come in through here, down through the trots and hit us, so we left lights on. Anyway, so that is a moan, and yeah, it's not about whose mooring it is and whether he pays. I accept that. It's about common courtesy and just being an hole because you can be. That's it. Would you say that's a fair description, madam? I know it's a moan. but you know, I was on my own on the boat in 27, and it wasn't the fact that we had big swell in here, it was just the fact the wind was blowing from over there and it pushed the boat right round. Oh, and now one of my mooring lines has gone through because it was taking all the strain, so that's 40 euros of mooring line buggered. Anyway, that's it. So perhaps we'll see him next year, who knows. Right, we're off. So that's our route, that's where we are now. Look, in Valletta. We're gonna go outside the island, round to this little island and sit in there, ready to leave tomorrow morning. Okay darling, take the forward line off, I'll do the aft line. Let's go.
I've been down so long that my mind can't get no rest. No, no, I've been down so long that my mind can't get no rest. No, no, this ain't easy, darling, 'cause the devil's on my trail. I've been running so long that my feet don't work no more. Oh yeah, I've been running so long that my feet don't work no more. Oh no, it ain't easy, darling, when the devil's on my trail. Oh yeah. You better pray and run slow. Oh, I'm gonna tell you one more time, baby. When the devil's out to get you, you better pray and run slow. Oh
Coming to the end of the island now. So we've arrived in Gozo. I'll show you on the chart.
Oh, this is Pamino.
Pamino, is it? Alright. It is like boat soup in there. Sailed the last hour or so. I think we're going to have to go round the corner, because there's no way we'll get in there and anchor and be happy for the evening. Let's have a look, see what we've got. Well, we're hopefully away from the wind enough. Well, we're actually back on Malta. We went over to Crystal Bay and the other one, I'll show you on the charts here. And they were absolutely mobbed. It was like boat soup. I can't believe it. So we've come up to the end of Malta by the back of the ferry terminal and dropped a hook here. Let's show you. So we're in sand with 2,500 RPM reverse. Make sure that we've got a good hold. The water is stunningly blue. Let me show you. Look at that. That's 10 meters of water. We can see the bottom, see the shadow on the bottom of the boat. You can see our chain goes down there. I've just put a single snubber on. So this is our Y-shaped snubber. Sorry, Y-shaped snubber. And I've just put both legs around that cleat down there. And it's bloody gorgeous. Big hotel there. So that hotel that you can see from here is about 400 yards. 350 meters, something like that. Cliffs over there. Another powerboat just coming in. Little powerboat anchored up there. So yeah, there's a little bit of swell coming in, but this is because of the ferries that come out of here, go across to Gozo. They are literally just doing 15 knots in a straight line. When there's one coming out there, there's one coming out here, crisscross. You see there's one coming in now, probably. But yeah, a lovely spot. I can actually see the ripples in the sand on the bottom there. Look at that. You should be able to see that. Should come up. Could do with a polarizing filter, really. Yeah, you can see them. It's lovely. There is some seagrass behind us. It looks like there's something on the seabed there. There's some floating moorings out there. They don't look very substantial, but yeah, very pretty spot. Powerboat's gone right in behind Steve. Steve's swimming off the back of the cat at the moment, and Emma, and he's gone right in behind him, look, right up to the edge of the swimming area. All that space there, look, lovely flat water over there. You get in with a shallow draft. Well, that's it. I think Sid's going to go in a minute. Lovely rock formations behind us, 200 meters away. Our anchor drag alarms are on. We're just sitting here now with the engine ticking over. Make sure that we are staying where we think we are going to stay, and then that's it. Tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, we're away. So I'm absolutely laughing my what's-its off. Look at this. I'll talk you through it in a minute. And he's just picked up that mooring line, and his boat hook wasn't long enough, so he sent a crew member over the front of the bow to hang off the anchor. That is unbelievable. Put a crewman over the front of the bow because you won't pay 30 euros for a decent boat hook. So there you are, £1 million boat, 15 quid's worth of boat hook. Oh, it's 6:30. We pulled the anchor up about 10 to 6. That behind us is Malta. There'll be a lovely sunrise, I'm sure, in a moment. But more about that next week, when we finish our season in Tunisia and review the route that we've taken this season. Until next time, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, push the button, ring the bell. Sail safe, guys.